Hello, and welcome to the Delaware Blogger Podcast. I'm your host, Antoinette Blake, the DE Diva, aka the Delaware Blogger. And every week I come to you with podcasting corners that will help you to share your mission and your vision by simply using your voice. A new episode of the Delaware Blogger Podcast publishes every Saturday at 10 a.m. And if you wish to sponsor a show, please send an email to info@ablakeenterprises.com. Did you know that I was 55 years old when I started recording episodes for my podcast, the Delaware Blogger Podcast? Yep. It was on a hosting platform that was absolutely free. Anchor. You remember Anchor? It was a community-based platform. Everyone was just talking, connecting, no rhyme, no reason. It was just a free for all. But it was a great way to learn how to start podcasting. And as the popularity of podcasts increased, so did the users on Anchor, and it caught the attention of Spotify, who then purchased it, but it's still free. However, I moved over to Buzzsprout, and I'll leave you the affiliate link if you're interested in learning more. But I wanted to do a little bit more. I wanted to be more focused, and that's what I'm doing now. I'm recording the Delaware Blogger Podcast every Saturday at 10 a.m., giving you podcasting pointers. I'm teaching. I wrote a book. I teach students. I love it. And now with AI, I know, don't poo-poo AI, because you have to learn how to use it so that it benefits you. And using Castmagic, which is a platform that is really making life so much better for me as a podcaster, because once I finish recording the audio, it will transcribe it. It will give me, the quotes I need. It will give me blog posts. It will just help me with my newsletters. It's just phenomenal. And I'm going to leave a Castmagic affiliate link as well. But it helps so much. And I love it. I love podcasting. I love talking to everyone. But I'm gearing my shows now more towards boomers and beyond. Why? Because I'm a boomer and beyond. I'm actually 62. Yeah, I'm an encore entrepreneur. You know what that is? Anyone over the age of 50 has decided that they want to leave that 9-to-5 gig and start over and do something that they love doing. And that is what I do every Saturday. Podcasting, my passion. And today on episode 363, podcast popularities for boomers and beyond. And there are so many reasons why you should start a podcast as well. I'm going to give you 5 reasons. Then I'm going to give you some popular topics for both men and women. So you're ready? Grab a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, sit back, relax. Let's get into it. Podcast popularity for boomers and beyond. We have a wealth of experience and knowledge, and we want to share it with others. We love to talk. So starting a podcast allows us to share our interests and passions to a much wider audience. So the number one reason is for personal interest and passion. Take that and turn it into something that will be lived on way after we're gone. Number 2, it's a creative outlet. Podcasting is a creative outlet that allows us to express ourselves and share our unique perspective and ideas with the world. And we love to talk, we love to share. Ask us one question and we'll give you 5 answers. The third reason why podcasting is becoming so popular for boomers and beyond is the connection and the community. This platform is a way for us to connect with others who share similar interests and experience. It helps us to build a community and engage with our listeners. We've got more years behind us than we have ahead of us. And we're losing family and friends and literally every day. So our circle is getting smaller. This is helping to widen our circle. Learning and growing. We learn something new every day, and starting a podcast can be a great way to continue learning and growing, both personally and professionally. And it's also a great way to stay mentally active and engaged. My grandma lived to be 98 years old, and she read and wrote every day. And she even said, this one thing she used to say to me was, I could write a book just about the things that I don't know. So at, 98, she still was learning and growing and knew she should share it with others. And the last reason for the popularity of podcasts for boomers and beyond is the flexibility and control we have. Yep. Starting a podcast can be a great way for us to continue learning and growing, but it also offers us the flexibility to create and share our content. It allows us to have the full control over the content and the format of our show. We can do a solo show. We can do a co-hosting show. We can do a group show. We can do interview show, and we can share the content that we want to share with others. So the personal interest and passion, the creative outlet, the connection and the community, the learning and the growth, and of course, the flexibility and control is one of the greatest reasons why, 5 reasons why podcasting popularity for boomers and beyond is first and forefront in today's world. Now, let's talk about the most searched podcast topics for men over the age of 50. We'll take a quick break, and then we'll talk about the most searched podcast topics for women over 50, right? Men, health and fitness. Men over the age of 50 are often interested, and who isn't, in maintaining their physical and mental health as they age. So they're going to be searching for podcasts that offer tips and advice on staying fit and healthy. So creating a podcast for health and fitness for men over 50 is very popular. The second topic, retirement and financial planning. As men and women, I guess, we could do both. We could probably put this all together, approach retirement age. They're starting to search for podcasts that offer advice on financial planning, investing, and managing their retirement funds. So that's another perfect podcast topic for boomers and beyond. The third most popular podcast is sports and recreation. Men over the age of 50, they're still active and they're interested in sports and activities, and they're going to be searching for podcasts that covers their favorite team or their favorite outdoor sports. And if you are an armchair critic, or you want to talk about the Eagles or the Ravens or the Kansas City Chiefs or whatever, this would be a great thing. You can start a podcast. And you notice the Kelsey brothers, they have a podcast, right? So that is also very popular. Business and entrepreneurship. Again, over the age of 50, you're an encore entrepreneur. And some men, even women, myself included, are interested in starting their own business and pursuing entrepreneurship. So they're going to search for podcasts that offer advice and inspiration for older entrepreneurs. A very popular topic, and also a great topic for you to start if you're ready to be a host of your own show. Personal development. Men over the age of 50, they're interested in personal development and self-improvement. Yes, they are. They're going to search for podcasts that's going to offer tips and strategies for personal growth and success. Everyone can learn something. You could grow up in a certain way, but you're still looking to better yourself each and every day. So for men over 50, health and fitness, great podcast topics. Retirement and financial planning, sports and recreation, business and entrepreneurship, and personal development. So those are the 5 top or the most searched podcast topics for men over 50. Now, let's talk about those podcast topics for women over 50. Women over the age of 50 are seeking advice, seeking information on health and wellness. We're searching for podcasts that offer advice on maintaining our physical health, our mental health, managing our health, menopause, and all other things that come with aging. You know, if you're following me on the Dell Blogger blog, then you know I have a Wellness Wednesday feature. And then coming next Wednesday is going to be American Heart Health, how to keep our hearts healthy. So we're always looking for things that's going to make our lives healthier. Again, we have more years behind us than we have in front of us. So we want to stay healthy. Diabetes, we want to know more. So a podcast topic about health and wellness is very popular for women over the age of 50. The second one is relationships and family. Many women over the age of 50 are interested in maintaining strong relationships with their husband, their spouses, their partners, their significant others, their children, their grandchildren. So they're going to search for podcasts that offer advice on family dynamics and communication. So that's a great topic. The third one, this is a great one, travel and adventure. Some women over the age of 50 have more free time than they've ever had in their life, and they're ready to travel and explore new places. So they're going to be searching for podcasts that offer travel tips and inspiration for their next adventure. And if you love traveling and you love taking adventures, whether it's with your friends, your family, yourself, solo travel, great podcast topic. You can record while you're traveling. Yes, you don't have to be at home when you're to record, okay? The fourth one is personal finance. Just like men, women over the age of 50, we're going to start getting advice on managing our finances. We should have did it before, but managing finances, planning for retirement, and investing in the future. Wills, my husband and I are talking about wills and trusts and things like that. So we're going to look for podcasts that talk about personal finance. And last, but definitely not least, are hobbies and interests. We have so many hobbies. We have so many interests. I mean, you can look at TikTok and see what's popular, but there's hobbies that we know, cooking, gardening, crafting, budget, buying on a dime, whatever the case may be. These are all popular among women over the age of 50 who have more time to pursue their passions. So these are just the quick, 5 topics: health and wellness, relationship and family, travel and adventure, personal finance, and of course, hobbies and interests. Perfect topics to start a podcast. So if you're ready, you're ready to get out there and start that podcast, please send an email to me, info@ablakeenterprises.com. Get you set up for that 15-minute discovery call. I've got that coaching session on Dell Blogger. You can buy the Podcasting Your Purpose resource guide. The link is right there. So I want to thank you guys. Thank you all for listening to today's episode of the Delaware Blogger Podcast. And if you found anything that I've said to be of interest to you, please subscribe and share with others. You may even want to leave me a rating or review. Share with your family, your friends, your bae, and your boo. And listen to a couple of other episodes too. So this is the DE Diva, aka the Delaware Blogger, wishing you and yours a beautifully blessed day. Bye-bye.